You've got a bajillion emails in your inbox, at least 2 company deadlines looming, a major work event this week that you have to attend because, of course, you're a key player. Oh, yeah, and you also have a family life, that little thing too. And you're building a business and a brand all at the same time. No biggie, right? I know it can be tough balancing a demanding job with a busy life and having all balls in the air, and also the desire to possibly build and scale your own business and brand. If you're like me, you're multi-passionate and you want to have it all, and there's nothing wrong with that. So I've got a couple of tips that will help you juggle and balance your busy work life along with your business and brand building. So take a deep breath. Go ahead. I'll wait. Take a deep breath. Okay, now, ready, set, let's go.
Hey there, I'm Renee from Raw Branded, and I help aspiring entrepreneurs to identify and package their unique story and genius into an authentic brand and business that attracts their soulmate clients.
My first tip is a 3-part combo that packs a pretty good punch. First, tip 1A is to set clear goals. You really need to know what kind of content you want to create and also why you want to create it. Having a clear direction will keep you focused on what you're trying to achieve, where you're trying to head, what goals you're trying to set in place. Have that why, have that North Star, that guiding purpose for what you're doing and why you're doing it. That's the first thing and the most important thing. So 1B, if you will, is about time. Time, precious time. You need to schedule time for your content creation. You have to block out that time, claim it, and treat it as a non-negotiable period in your schedule. That's it. Otherwise, time will slip away and you're not going to get your work done, any of it. So whether it's mornings or if it's in the evenings or maybe it's in the weekends, just see what makes sense for you and then set that time and just block it out. Time blocking is going to be your friend. And it may be that you have to have conversations with your friends, your loved ones, and just let them know that I can't go out with you this weekend, or I can't dedicate my time just for going to the movies, or I can't dedicate this time towards just going out for dinner, because you have to lock in that time for your content creation, lock in that time for you to do the work that's necessary in order to market your services. And tied to that is I'll call it 1C, which is about prioritizing your tasks. So yes, have that schedule, yes, block off that time, but you also need to prioritize your tasks based on your goals. Part of that is making sure that you have strategic steps in place, because realistically, you can't do everything. There's no way you can do it all. So just make sure that within that schedule, you're also prioritizing, do I need to script right now, or do I need to be making phone calls? So yes, going back to why you're doing it, but then also at this moment, this one specific task, what is it I'm trying to achieve? And then blocking out that time and allocating it and holding on to it and saying that I have to do this particular work at this particular time. Even so, what will be really helpful for you is if you focus on one platform. So focus on one social media platform so you're not stretching yourself, especially when you're just starting out. You want to make sure that you're just focusing your time and energy in one place. And then once you've learned it, you've gotten the rope, you got a schedule down, then you can branch off and do more. But initially, the best bang for your time is to just focus on one platform and just double down and lock in that time for marketing your service on that one place. The second thing you do to keep you sane while you're doing your work and then also building a business is to batch create your work. So what you want to do is just group similar tasks together for maximum efficiency. So this is really going to help you to be productive. For instance, when we're talking about content creation, maybe you want to batch create your videos all at one particular time, maybe one day, instead of spreading it all out and you feel like every day in the week so you're doing a little bit of a video or you're doing a little bit of posting. What you should do is just set each day and 1 to 2 hours for a particular task. So for instance, on Sundays for about 3 hours, I'm only going to record content. And that's my non-negotiable time. I'm going to do 2 videos in those 3 hours. That way, it's just one time in the week that I'm allocating towards filming, and you don't have to think about, well, I have to do it 3, 4, 5 times in the week when you don't have that time to spare. So it makes it realistic and also feasible for you to do. And just remember, this will require taking some baby steps. This is not something that works overnight and you're not going to miraculously get the schedule down. It's not always going to be in your favor. So just know that you will need to take some baby steps in this process. Maybe it's on Mondays you're creating and drafting content. Maybe on Tuesdays that's your edit day. Wednesdays could be for posting. And then Thursday, maybe that's your list building or communicating with people on your list. So each day has a particular task, a set amount of time allocated to it, and then you're not feeling super stretched and overwhelmed. So then the third thing that you can do is to use tools and resources. There are tools out there, software in particular, that will help do the whole heavy lifting for you. There are automation tools that will help to blast and schedule your email so that you're not manually creating and sending it out in real time. You can once again block that time for creating that piece of content and then schedule it so that it goes out on a particular day with you being hands off and also staying sane. If you're someone who really needs to put things on paper and to help you with your project management, there's software for that too. It's you basically putting it on paper. Electronically, it'll remind you that this is your time to do a particular task, so you don't have to do it yourself manually. I love Google Calendar because one, you don't have to pay for it. It's essentially free. The other thing is that it pings you reminders of when you need to do certain tasks. If you are on desktop, if you're mobile, you'll get those notification messages so that you're reminded that professionally you have meetings, but then also the same thing with your business. You may be pinged that you have a meeting, you have to do a particular task, you have to create content, you have to film, you have to show up on camera. Whatever the task is, you get those notification reminders, and again, it's free and it's time block for you. It's one less thing for you to have to worry about. And then the nice thing about the calendars is that you can color code them. You can assign different colors to different tabs so that you're remaining organized and you're training yourself to look for particular information on your calendar. You don't have to do the heavy lifting here. I have a full list of recommended resources, automation tools, and software. It's all on my site. So if you go to my site, I'll put the link below. You can find the list, all those recommended tools that you can just use. A lot of them are for free to get you started, and then you can be up and running right away. So again, all that information is on my resources page, so check that out. The fourth thing you can do is to remember that you don't have to do this all on your own. You're not alone. Just know that you can collaborate with other people. Consider a writing partner or maybe a virtual assistant if that's within your budget, and that'll help you to achieve some of the tasks so that you're moving forward and you're not getting stuck doing every little project on your own. And not to mention, two heads are better than one. So if you have someone, a sounding board where you can bounce off ideas and come up with different content, then that's helpful. So just know that it doesn't have to all be on your heavy shoulders. But I get it. If budget is an issue, especially again if you're starting out, realistically you don't have a budget, then note that you can rely again on technology and software like ChatGPT. If you saw my previous video, and I'm gonna link that, put that link below, I talk about ChatGPT and how it is essentially your own personal assistant. From content ideas to summary descriptions for your videos, you can ask ChatGPT just about anything and it will answer it for you. It will generate answers on just about anything, doing the research for you. If you want to get a jump start on your writing, again, you should use this as a virtual assistant, not as a substitute for your own writing or for sounding like you, because you don't want a robot to sound like you. The whole point is for you to infuse your own personality, so just use it literally like an assistant, kind of like a second brain, but not really. And again, so if you're just getting started with that, and that's for free as of right now, if you don't know where to start with that, then I have a link to a PDF below and you can rewatch that video to learn more about how you can actually use that tool for your content creation. The fifth thing that you can do is to remain flexible and forgiving. Now, reality check is life can be unpredictable, okay? You never know what you're gonna get, box of chocolates and all, you never know. Just remember to adjust your schedule and your goals even as you need to. Let them go, tweak them, because again, again, part of this whole process in building your brand and your business is trial and error. It's inevitable. You have to do that. So part of that is knowing that you're not going to have the right answers right away from the beginning. And flexibility is the key to your success. And to forgive yourself. You are human. Again, as I mentioned before, you're not a robot. Be flexible, be forgiving with yourself. That is part of the process. And it'll keep you motivated. Having that right mindset for success will keep you motivated and focused on what you're trying to achieve. Give yourself the grace needed to make both the lifestyle shift and also the productivity shift and also the learning curve, because it's all a change. Everything is new. There will be a transition period, and sometimes it's ongoing. It doesn't just start and end. It's constantly evolving, constantly a process. Know that it is a shift, and just be kind to yourself. So you can build a brand and step into the role of content creator while working a full-time job. It is feasible, it's doable. Just remember these tips and know that consistency is key. Consistency with some effort and dedication and time, and also forgiveness and grace, and you can make this happen for you. Now, if you're wondering, how can I create a business and brand that truly lights up my soul and allows me to naturally attract my soulmate clients, all while working a full-time job and holding on to my marbles, then I want to introduce you to The Product Is You.
In The Product Is You, you'll learn how to create an authentic brand and business that will allow you to attract your ideal clients. We walk through the whole process of validating your offer, creating your authentic brand, setting up content creation and marketing strategies to attract your soulmate clients, and ultimately creating an authentic and profitable business that feels good to you and your clients. We go through the whole process, step by step by step. Once again, the link for more information is down below, so check that out.
So if you like this video, then like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you keep seeing videos like this one in your feed. Thank you so much for watching, and of course, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.